quite what you. Take it the way you need. Oh, chuối bia. Hot meal there. You just keep playing stuff. Like again. Being abused was slow. Keep on being. There was a chuối here. One in which you have taken to your unity. Can't do what you need here. What was good going here? That was the blue there. em có chuối thật thà. Bread chicken, one beer. Do you only want me? To look, skip to stare. Here. Good arm time. Press any culprit that you time. Peanuts in beer. The skin every people here. What you can cook? This first game. I've been going to look at Mitchell. Your videos aren't here. The two also big certification here. Aren't you if you do that? You won't fail me. Keep away time. People will be angry. Steal from your baby. What bus do you want going here? It is just me.